Hello people of the earth and welcome to Quick Save TV. Today we're taking a look at Tropico 4 and our role of the El Presidente. And anyway, yeah, this is take 2. God's sake, I mean, my microphone for some reason decides whether to work or not to work and being an ass. So yeah. First thing to notice in Tropico 4 is that there's these quotes by famous people or people that were successful in a political, economic or other career. It's very interesting to read about, or unknown people such as this. Anyway, the point of the game is, just as any similar games in this type where you essentially build a city or you build something else, and etc, 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 it's to build a successful government, to build a successful country. Let's go ahead and select Che Guevara this time. Previous time I selected Fidel Castro, which is really irrelevant for the purpose of the presentation, but as such, let's go ahead and demonstrate you the custom avatar. You can select the... Oh, was my thing. Okay, so I created a female avatar. So you can select the gender, you can select the costume. There are quite a few to choose from, blah blah blah, which is very important. Let's go ahead and select this one, very official for the president, very nice idea. Then you can also select the complexion, which is not so important, but you can. There's a hat to select. Let's go ahead and select the tiara, of course, I mean, what else? For our dear female over there. Hairstyle, of course, you can select a lot of stuff from, not so many, but it's not as important as you might think. Then we have accessories. And yeah, let's go ahead and select something more appropriate. Librarian. And the earrings, the hoops. Okay, good. Then you select the name of the character, then you select the background, then you select rise to power. How did she in this case came to power? Then the traits, and you can also specify random. I've selected for myself minor, I liked it. Excuse me, not that I did a research for it or anything, it's just that there is 10 communist faction respect, capitalist faction respect, 50% minus production, etc, etc. You can do it all yourself as you play the game, but the point of it is, as for your specific playstyle, there's a lot of things to choose from, and there's a lot of combinations for your specific leader. And then there is, how did you rise to power? 14 different variants. I've selected elected for family values. Then we have 3 traits, which have both positive and negative things, and they can also be upgraded. They have stars. Just this ones cannot be upgraded. The background and rise to power cannot, but traits can. So it's very important to select proper ones so that you don't suffer at the end. I select the activist, entrepreneurial, and hardworking. Awesome! That is myself. At least, you know, when I'm not being lazy. And on the new chair of my own from IKEA, which I should have presented to you a long time ago, but I did not. I cannot be lazy, for the chair forbids me from doing that. Let us try the game now. Now, the game is a lot of fun, but there are several minuses I wanted to note. Let's start with the first one. The first minus is the camera. The camera is annoying, okay? And it's not just the random oh, look at this, Chichen Itza. Anyway, the point of it is, the camera is annoying, and because of that, you know, good god, I hate camera. Let's specify one of our farms to grow papaya. And also, excuse me, it's just so hard to focus. Second time, let me just go ahead and start talking about things in orderly fashion so that we go ahead and carry on with that. You build a lot of things. As the El Presidente, as the president, you go ahead and select what do you actually build in the country, and there's 12 different categories. There's housing, welfare and economy, entertainment, government, education and media, food and resources, industries, infrastructure, tourism, and other attractions, luxury attractions, and landmarks and beauty. So anyway, the thing is that this is cool. Okay, this is cool. There's a lot of stuff to build to, but it's not something new. Now, what is new? Holy hell, the last time I played in such games, it was the Children of the Nile, Immortal Cities, and I loved how you could read about all the background information about various things. Now here, you can do the same thing, you can read about what is the building is for. It's all casual and adapted, so it's hardly is it's a lot of, you know, valuable information. But again, by building a city as such, for a child, if you're a father or a mother, if you're a parent, I consider such games a bliss, okay? Because I think they allow you to actually educate your child in these questions and, you know, give a simulator which you would never be able to bring if you're not an economist or a socialist, right? I mean, I have been fortunate enough, my mother is a teacher of marketing and my father is a lawyer, okay? He was a, how do you call the... Anyway, it's a story of another day. Anyway, I was fortunate enough to learn a lot from her, how the economics operate, why do they operate in this way, and etc, etc. But the thing is that this kind of games open fields to any person to actually go ahead and try to understand these things, you know. And if you're a parent, these games are awesome. Let's go ahead and build some farms in order so that we have our production. Of course, in your farm you can specify what you actually want to grow. We would like to grow at this time coffee and sugar, because it's the easiest for us to grow. For some reason there's no good lands for tobacco, so we'll survive without it. Let's go ahead and also get the road closer to our farms so that we can easily connect our farms with the rest of our infrastructure. To do that, we shall build a specific building called the garage. In garage, all of your citizens, working citizens, will be able to actually go and take a car in order to get to these buildings faster. Now we're gonna select our avatar, which you can actually select in the game, and you can send her, in this case, to different places. In this case, the construction site, to actually increase the speed of building this specific facilities. And this way you can improve the speed and get your president where he's needed the most, right? So it's kind of a dictatorial inspired game from a Bulgarian studio, Hemimount Games, which is famous for, essentially in Russia, it's very famous for its game Tsar, Burden of the Crown, which was known in Russia as Огнём и мечом, in generally in the countries of ex-Soviet Union, Огнём и мечом, and in English it would be with sword and fire, by sword and fire. They referring to conquering, of course. And that was just a great game. I did not have an opportunity to play it, not because I could not, but because I really didn't want to, but it was quite famous. I instead played knights and merchants, and it was a great experience also. But yeah, so you know what we're working with now. And the publisher is Calypso, so we can expect an adequate translation. And there's essentially the game is available in English, Russian, I think, Polish, and French, German, of course, all the nice languages, Spanish, etc. There's quite a lot of translations, if I'm not mistaken, about 8 of them, which is great. Japanese also available, and Chinese, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, there's quite a lot of languages available, and of course, enough of this. So, as you can see right now, our city is very small, right? There's nothing. There's like 2 farms and like several houses, nothing else. In each of the particular facilities, you can facilitate how much do you want to ask for your residents, for instance, to pay, or how much do you want to pay them. Let's go ahead and build the big building, tenement, in which we're gonna place a higher cost of living there. We're gonna place a higher rent, but because of that, the quality of living will also increase. Look at this, housing quality. It was 38, and now it remains 38. Haha, example failed. Usually it does increase. Anyway, the point is that there's so many things you have to take care of. Welfare and economy, church. Let's go ahead and build the church, because church is important. Okay, good. We've built a church. Not to me, but the majority is important. Go ahead and select people and see what they actually want. Happiness. They're not happy because there's not enough entertainment, and housing quality is bad. Well, let's give them entertainment, shall we? And what's the best entertainment than a bar? Where are you? Entertainment. Education. Entertainment. Pub. Say hello to the papa. Welcome to the city. Where is your pub, guys? The most important building of them all. Great, we've got a pub now. Interesting. The game is quite beautiful also when you play on 1080p. It looks very beautiful. There's a lot of effects. Right now I'm playing at 720p and I enjoy it quite a lot. It's not quite pixelated as one would expect, and it's just a lot of fun to play. And then, now that we talked a little bit about buildings, there's so hard to explain all these things, so I'll just start using the almanac. We have the overview of all the things all together, which is not really important. Then we have the people, and the happiness of the people is so complex that there's literally so many ticks that you want to take care of. We have quality of food, quality of housing, religion quality, entertainment, quality of healthcare, crime safety, environment, liberty, job quality, and respect. Okay, each of them has to be addressed separately. You cannot just know, oh, you know, I made everything better by doing this, this, and that. That's not quite how it works, okay? Just as in real life, in this game, that's not how it works. Then we have economy. And in economy, we essentially have exports, imports, expenses, and income, okay? And essentially what you want to have higher exports, lower incomes. You know, all the kinds of logical things. We have a freighter here without connection to the main industries, without any kind of road. Let's go ahead and build a fancy road by actually customizing the way it's gonna look. We're gonna turn it like crazy people, like this. No, do not break anything. Let's go ahead and actually try to... Okay. Yes. Good. Look at that road. Isn't that comfortable to travel? And look at this. Good. I've built a road. I'm the last person you want to build a road to you. Okay, anyway. Then you have... On top of that, you have the trading, right? You can actually customize to which countries you want to export or import from. We do not want to import any more corn. Let's ban it to hell, forbid exports. But we would like to import pineapples. Good, let's import pineapples. No, we do not want. Cancel. Great. Anything you want, everything is done here. There's actually 2 lists. The full pages for exports and imports, and you can customize to whom you export and to whom you import. Generally, you can export majority of the things everywhere except for uranium and luxury goods at this case. Maybe that's this restrictive for this case scenario, or generally that's the case, but I wasn't able to export uranium anywhere, I just couldn't. And it's just what it is. You can export so many things and it's a lot of fun. Then we also have factions. Ta-dam! And this is where the game shines. I mean, seriously. We have capitalists, communists, intellectuals, religious, militarists, environmentalists, nationalists, and loyalists. Now, all of these factions are within the country. And in order to stay in game, and in order to get elected next time, okay, from them, you have to have their support of majority of them, okay? And because you cannot be friends with all of them simultaneously, you have to decide. So do you want to roll with environmentalists, or do you want to roll with nationalists, or some other faction? You know, whom do you want to support? Whom will you give the priority, okay? Then we also have need for educated and uneducated workers. We need the need to build schools. We need to entertain people. Then we have the foreign relations with US, USSR, and the European Union, China, Middle East. All of them are important in a way, but United States and USSR, they can invade you if they don't like you enough, so you again have to be careful. It's like a simulator of Cuba. I mean, no offense from any of you people from Cuba. Cuba is awesome. My grandfather actually lived there 3 years as an architect. He was building stuff, and he said it was a great experience. I have no problem with Cuban people. I think you guys are awesome and you're doing a great thing. But I'm just saying, okay? Because that's how it looks to me at this point. And yeah, there's need to build houses, to build power plants, to build schools, to expand industries, to make recycling or whatever, whomever you want to support, to expand tourism, to provide better quality living for people. Like, for example, look, do you see this area over here? It's not because people have nothing to do, they live there, they have no money, okay? That means we have to provide more working spaces. Let's go ahead and build some farms or whatever, right? So let's go ahead and build some ranch, okay, since it's cheaper. Goats, llamas. Oh, we can actually build cattle. Okay, let's go ahead and produce cattle, excuse me. Grow cattle. Jesus, Mike. Produce cattle, Co-production slowed. Need more grass. Anyway, build it right here. Good. Okay. Our farms is actually in a very good area. There's like a palace and there's like farms. Very interesting. Anyway, that's how the game operates in short. And as I said, if you're a parent and you would like your child to have something educational, more or less educational experience, casual educational experience, this is the game for you, okay? That's what I would actually give to my child and want him or her, if it's a boy or a girl, whatever, to actually play this game in order to realize how real world works, even in such a casual setting. It's great opportunity, okay? Let's get our Che Guevara over there. Oh no, it's not Che Guevara. Who is she? Ah yes, that's the woman. Quick Save Tivivovich. Notice they pay me financial aid and I have 10,000 more. So it's so interesting and exciting. There's so many mechanics I've never seen in other games and it's a lot of fun. But again, it's so complicated. We have crop conditions, natural resources, island conditions, we have people, we have services, we have economy, excuse me. There's just so much stuff. Let's go ahead and build government. Police station. What is that? Why is it so big? It's fine. We'll build a police station right there. Somewhere here. Why don't you zoom? And stupid camera doesn't help. But except for that, the game is quite enjoyable, and I can envision if I wouldn't have to make YouTube videos, I would easily play this game 20 hours, okay? And that is why I would project average person would play this game for 20 hours, the person who enjoys this genre. But any casual player, I would expect you to play 10 hours, and then you would just get else bored with it, else tired of it. But generally, once you explore all these things, of course it's gonna get tiresome, but before you did, because there's so many things to experiment and explore. Oh, word about edicts. You can actually pass different edicts in the general section, education section, foreign affairs section, economy and tourism, in interior and defense edicts. And all of them are different, they give bonuses, they give negative sides as well. Like, for instance, a good example would be National Day. What does it do? Tropic. Oh, actually, I should have read it from here. Let me see. National Day. Nationalist respect is slightly raised. Some people will become loyalists or nationalists every year while the edict is active. What's positive? You expand the nationalist group and you also get their respect. And you get more of them. So since they already respect you, why not have more of them? But you yearly spend $1,000 on it, right? So there's pluses and minuses, and not all of them are like this. You also have a Swiss bank account to which you want to accumulate your personal money as an El Presidente, because you're the one who's uncorrupt and unwavering in his intentions, his or her intentions to improve the quality standards of his people. Which is quite, you know, kind of thing, but that's what it is. Don't take it too seriously as a game. I mean, it's still a game, but it does exist, such idea. Let's hire a college graduate from abroad. Yes, because we don't have our own. You have to expand education. God damn it, you have to have food, the entertainment, you have to have the religious services, you have to have educated people. Hate being a governor. How glad am I that I have to make YouTube videos for a living instead of actually governing a country. Oh yes. So regardless, that was the presentation of Tropico 4. I was your El Presidente, QuickSave TV, and I ask you to support my channel by subscribing to it and liking this video, because this is an immense help and it's very important to me, especially subscribing. I am a small channel, and channels such as myself, QuickSave TV, and other small channels, we are the future. We are the future competition for existing big channels, and we need your support. I need your support, and I would really appreciate it. That's what I need from you. I need you to support me. I love you all. Thank you very much for listening, and of course, if you didn't like the video, go ahead and click dislike, but tell me why didn't you like it? What was so bad about it that you didn't enjoy it? Because I would like to improve and hear what you have to say about it. Hello, Miss Pineapple. I mean, hello, Miss Pineapple. What can I do to you? No, just go the hell away from me. Screw your school. Thank you so much for watching, have a greatest day, and bye-bye. Go, go! Shit, dodge this! Go! Cliff? No! Okay, go! You will actually feel that you had a lot of fun and your arms don't hurt, unlike in other types of play. Right now, for me, whenever I am actually